What is going on, YouTube gamers? Bonfire here, bringing you another Insight commentary. And today I've got a great Black Ops 2 gameplay rolling for you, where I'm playing Kill Confirmed on the map Vertigo using the MTAR Assault Rifle. And it's a pretty good gameplay. Me and a couple other guys just steamroll the other team, and I end up going 31-12. So I hope you guys enjoy the gameplay. And today I wanted to talk about Nintendo and kind of address the question, give some of my thoughts and impressions on what's going on with Nintendo. So let's start with the Wii U. And it's obvious that the Wii U is not selling very well. A lot of people think they're in financial trouble, they're going to go under, they should just go to software. I disagree with that statement. I think they'll be fine. But I think with the Wii U, there's a couple things we got to look at. First off, lack of games, lack of software. Second, marketing. And lastly, online gaming. So let's take a look at lack of games. So one of the reasons that the Wii U isn't doing very well right now is because of the lack of games, the lack of software. Look at their launch lineup. I think that's one of their biggest downfalls with the Wii U. They had games like New Super Mario Bros. Wii U, which is basically a rehash of the Wii version. And they had Zombie U, which kind of flopped, even though I think it looks like a great game. Those are really the two biggest titles I can think of from the launch lineup, and that's just really bad. That's atrocious, and that is one of the contributors to the Wii U's lack of success at launch. And that also leads me to believe that Nintendo launched the Wii U early, way too early, because we're just now starting to see a trickle of games coming out that people want and will start to eventually move Wii U units. So we're starting to see games like Pikmin. I know Smash Brothers is going to come out later this year. That's a big title that people want. We're finally getting a Zelda game, an HD Zelda game in the Wind Waker HD remake, and a 3D Mario game. So we're starting to see these games come out. Actually, I know Wonderful 101 was a big title, now that I think about it. That just came out. I don't think it did as well as people were anticipating, but I know that was a highly anticipated title. But if you think about it, the games that are starting to trickle out now, if they would have had this at launch, I think they would have had a more successful launch. Because these are the games that people want to play and that people look to Nintendo for. And look, Nintendo has a lot of great franchises. And people have fallen in love with those franchises and those games. And that's why people want to play Nintendo, is to get those types of games you can't get anywhere else. Now, I mentioned a couple games that are coming out, like the Zelda Wind Waker game, the Mario game. And yes, those are coming out. Yeah, those are pretty big titles considering for the Wii U, but those still aren't the games that people want. For example, the Zelda game, that's awesome. The Wind Waker is a fantastic game. I highly recommend you play it. I got it when the GameCube first came out, and it was a lot of fun. And the remake is one of the reasons why I want a Wii U, but it's just not enough to make me go out and purchase it today. And look at the Mario game. It's a 3D Mario game that people want, but it's not. It's a 3D game that people were looking forward to, but it's not the game they wanted. Let me put it that way, because look at the success of Super Mario Galaxy on the Wii. That's the Mario game people were wanting, and I still don't think we're getting that yet. Now, that's not to say that a new Zelda game isn't being made, a new awesome Mario game or Super Mario Galaxy 3 isn't being made, but games like that, as well as your Metroids, even bring back Star Fox, they're not here yet. So they need to have those games, they need to make those games, they need to push them out to really push the Wii U sales. And I think that's what's missing. Now let's take a look at marketing. You heard me mention that. And what I mean by this is that the Wii U offers a really unique experience, and people don't know that. A lot of people think the Wii U gamepad is gimmicky, motion controls are stupid, but if you look at the gamepad, it offers a unique experience. So take a look at Zombie U. This is the best example, because when you're playing that game, you're doing things in the menu all real time. You have to use your flashlight and things like that. Yes, a little gimmicky, but I think it offers a unique experience. Another example of this that I know personally is with Rayman Legends. Now, I've played Rayman Legends on the Wii U. It was only a demo at this store, but it was really cool because you use the gamepad in really unique ways to go through the different levels. It is a platforming game, and you were manipulating it, looking at both screens, and like overall it was a really unique experience, and I thought it was a lot of fun. Now, Rayman Legends is available on all the other consoles, but it's going to be best played on the Wii U because it offers such a unique experience, and that's where they need to market that. They need to say that this game is best on the Wii U because it offers a unique experience. And I think they need to do that with more games if they are getting more third-party games, and the lack of third-party games is another example of why the Wii U isn't successful right now. It's a catch-22, but saying that this Wii U can offer a really unique experience, I think is going to help. And if they create games that can incorporate the Wii U gamepad to create that unique experience, I think that's where they can really capitalize and maybe attract more of a quote-unquote hardcore audience. So like the Zombie U game, the hardcore title for the Wii U, and that offers the unique experience with the gamepad. So if they made more games like that, I think they could attract some of that quote-unquote hardcore audience, because I think it offers a unique experience. So they just need to capitalize on that. The whole thing that the Wii U is a unique experience. Now, I'm not saying it's going to capture everyone. Don't get me wrong, it's not. But I think it's going to help out, and I think it's going to help push units. Lastly, I mentioned an online component. And what I mean by this is the Wii didn't really have online. Kind of did, but not very much. A few games had it. The Wii U does with their Mi Plaza, but they're so far behind both Sony and Microsoft that it's very hard to catch up, and they need to, because they just took the jump into HD, they just took the jump into online, and Sony and Microsoft have been doing this for a long time, so they've got a lot of groundwork to cover. But I think what they need to do is really capitalize on that, because if you look at people playing games, people play games online. They don't play games on the same couch typically, and you're playing with your online friends. That's what's very popular. That's the movement that has been made in the games industry, is into online gaming. And Nintendo needs to make that shift over. I think they need to make all of their games going forward online playable, and really work on that online infrastructure, being able to like cross-party chat, being able to just get in a lobby with your friends, play different types of games together, and really push that, because that is the future. That is what's now, and what is going to be in the future. I think about Wii Sports. If I was able to hop into like a virtual lobby with my friends on the Wii, play Wii Sports, bowl together, golf together, I think that'd be really cool, and again, a unique experience. The Wii U, Nintendo, they need to do that. They need to move over to that. Now, overall with the Wii U, my biggest question is how long is the Wii U console cycle going to be? Because they are so far behind the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3. We've got the next-gen consoles a couple months out. What's going to happen with the Wii U? Now, I still think they'll do well given their price point and their target audience, with the parents buying for the younger kids. But I think their next console has to be within a couple years, or they're going to be out of the ball game. Now, I don't mean financially out of the ball game. I just think they're going to be really, really far behind, almost to the point where I don't know they'll be able to catch up. I anticipate seeing a kind of fusion between like the GameCube console and what that brought to the table, as well as the Wii U. So infusing those two experiences, capturing both hardcore and casual audience into one, that's the only thing I can think of them doing, and really focusing on that online infrastructure. Now, lastly, we got a couple big announcements last week from Nintendo, one being the 2DS. I don't want to focus on that too much, but just know that for all you people that are ranting and raving about it, that console's not for you. It will do well. I think it's a smart move, and it's a smart move because it's going against mobile and tablet gaming, and it's a great alternative for parents to look at. But with that announcement of the 2DS, there was also another announcement, and that is that if you want to pick up the Wind Waker HD game early, about 2.5 weeks early, you can do so by downloading the digital copy and purchasing that. And I think that's a big move that not a lot of people are paying attention to, because both Sony and Microsoft are not currently doing that with their digital games. And it's giving people an incentive to buy digitally. And I think that's what's been missing in this console market in digital sales, is that people don't really have much of an incentive to purchase digitally. But now if you give people an incentive about 2-3 weeks early to buy the game digitally, more people are going to do that, and I anticipate we will start seeing that with this next generation of console from both Sony and Microsoft. So there it is, some of my thoughts on what's going on with Nintendo. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments section down below. If you guys like the gameplay, like the video, let me know with a thumbs up. And if you're new, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Much appreciated. And until next time, I'm Bonfire, and I will see you online. Hey guys, don't forget Facebook and Twitter. Hit that button down below.